Hey, we're back. Again. Just 2 days later. Can you believe it? What a world. Imagine if I was releasing a Fargo episode every 2 days. Well, if they released it all at once, maybe. Last time, we had Lindas. We had Lindos. We had Lindies. What was the deal with that? That was just weird for the sake of being weird, right? I earned a new vowel. No, what are you talking about? You're there, and then you're gonna do a puppet show, and then you're gonna come to terms with yourself, and you're gonna pick a new name. You're not Lindu. I know it was just a dream. I wonder, one, does that place exist? Well, Camp Utopia definitely exists in some form, because it was on a postcard. Two, Dorothy, Nadine, said she's been through the process before, so I presume she did go there and did go through that process. But no, wait. That means... I'm so curious. Was Linda there? Apparently in Dorothy and Nadine's dream, Linda created the whole place and they were all... right? Or something? Which would have meant that she would have been there the first time. When Nadine ran away the first time. But then wouldn't she have confronted her at that point? I don't know how much of that is real and how much of it is fake. You know what I mean? How much of it was just complete and utter... Like, obviously, the whole thing last episode was complete and utter dream. But based on a memory of going through that at some point? Or not? That's my question. Does a place like that actually exist? The more I think about it, the more weird it seems to me. Maybe something like it existed. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with this episode. Or maybe everything. It's called Blanket. Well, the snow is covering the ground in a blanket. And I still think there's election stuff to be happening and all of that. I'm worried about Gator. I'm worried about Wayne and his brain. Wayne's brain. And not worried about anything else. So, let's continue our journey. I might react to the new season of True Detective. That's coming out in a couple of weeks. We can transition from Fargo to True Detective. I don't know, I kind of skipped... I kind of fell off on that show, but I might... Since each season is its own thing, I might jump onto this new season when it starts. It seems like it's serendipitous timing with the end of Fargo. It might be good, it might be terrible. It'll be different to this. Okay. A warning at the start this time.
Here we go, down to the four people store.
Oh, debtors. Great. 862,000. 900. Holy moly. Hey Danish, see all this money? John Sasquatch. What a great name. Is his patch always on the right eye? No, almost pie. Almost pie. Hey.
What can I help you with today? You're petitioning for a name change?
Danish Graves for the petitioner Marlon Everett.
That guy.
All of the required forms have been signed and notarized.
That was quick. Do you not want to double check anything?
314?
Still me.
Hey.
Danish Graves for the petitioner,
That guy.
John Sasquatch.
That guy over there. Sasquatch is great.
There's been a mistake.
A great name.
Are you saying you're here with two clients today, and they both want to change their name
3.
to the same thing?
3, actually, ma'am.
Nah, she's like, yeah, sure. And I get paid enough to worry about that. The question is, what name do they want to change? Why do 3 people want to change their name to the same thing? This is all some sort of plot to mess with the election. Because if we all change our name to Roy Tillman, all run for election, nobody will know which Roy to vote for. That has to be illegal. You can't do that. Imagine diluting somebody else's votes by getting somebody to change their name and then all running for the same thing. It just that idea just came into my head. I was like, why would they want? What could they do with that? Hey, stay tuned. It's probably something else.
Sign it. Let's go.
It says Nadine Tillman.
That's not her name.
I'm Dot.
You're nothing.
Wow.
Sign it.
You're nothing. Do you know what's going on? She didn't sign it? Help. Oh, crap.
How's your brother there, Kim?
Oh.
Huh? Old Pete?
He knows everybody.
Sure would hate to send him back to prison. No, why don't you print us up a fresh new release form? Over here.
Isn't he the guy? Our friend. Don't get too quickly involved.
Lion.
Oh, here we go.
No, that's...
You need something, trooper?
You gotta know what's going on here, dude.
Oh, Nadine's gonna spend some time with us here now.
That's your idea?
Careful. Just get out of there and come back with backup.
I can help.
Son, the lady said it's no concern to you.
I heard her. I was drawn into a chain of events last time Mrs. Lyon was kidnapped.
Yep.
Kidnapped? Oh, I know you're not sitting here telling me I'm a suspect in some imaginary crime.
Oh, who's behind?
You don't have to go with him.
Oh, take your back.
I can have backup here in 10 minutes.
Well, that's gonna be too late.
Surprise.
This is all just a bit of silliness.
Yeah, just silliness. Get out of there.
I'm fine, really.
Just go.
Thank you.
Time to go, Jay-Z.
Roy,
Let's de-escalate the situation.
if you hurt him, I won't come.
We're leaving.
At least he knows where she is, and immediately. Yeah, he can call her. We can get Lorraine involved.
You saw this?
Yes, ma'am. I tried to step in, take her home, but
He was outnumbered.
they had strength in numbers.
Where is she now?
Someone's got a ranch out on Route 11. My guess is they went there.
What was her demeanor?
Seemed agreeable to it with her words, but her eyes, like a trapped animal.
Although, to be fair, she's always been a bit shifty, hasn't she? When you've been talking to her? Like, literally in every episode? But yeah, definitely in this episode, she was saying a lot with her eyes. You should see what's going on in her brain. There's lots of Lindas up there. It's crazy, dude.
I left a message with the FBI.
Yeah, they never return calls.
The feds could help. Maybe. Munch is probably coming for revenge. Oh, what's that music? Oh, funky. She being kept in here? Chains. Crap.
Your day is coming.
I don't think you want to start off lippy, Nadine.
You don't even have a plan, do you?
God has a plan.
And what is that?
You made a promise. You broke your vow.
You broke my fingers, my collarbone. You dislocated my jaw.
I was trying to fix you.
Fix her?
No, please. I can't be here.
She's
I'm
got,
Scotty's mother.
yeah, she got a family.
And we're getting kittens next year, we decided. And who's gonna be there
Aw.
to teach Scotty how to take care of them? And I raised money for the library.
Enough.
No.
Yeah, the library will collapse without her.
We just started watching Call the Midwife, and there's like 13 seasons of that show. So if I don't come home, who's gonna remind him to take Lactaid when he eats cheese?
Yeah.
You made a vow. You belong to me.
This guy.
Do you know how crazy you sound? The way you see things? But you believe it's the world that's gone mad.
I'll promise to let you go just as soon as you beg me to let you stay and mean it.
Oh, what kind of weird logic is that?
I'll make you a promise. I'm gonna kill you.
Well, the devil's dancing a jig on your tongue tonight, isn't he? This is Nadine. Nadine, this is Karen, my wife.
Hey, Karen, how you doing?
Bring it in, boys.
Has he hit you yet today?
Need to get going if you don't want to be late for the sheriff debate. Roy was just explaining how one more wife and he gets a set of steak knives.
Shut up. I don't want to hear you speak.
Be in the truck. Third time's a charm.
He's making another tiger, is what he's doing. She's gonna take the twins.
Lars?
Hey Lars, you here, buddy? I don't hear any. He must be out or sleeping with the massage
Lars,
woman.
what are you doing in bed?
What are you doing?
Hey, who you got here, Lars? Why are you naked in bed? What you doing here? Who's behind the curtain? There's nobody. Who's in the... Where is she? Where is she, Lars? Maybe he's just looking at golf porn. I don't know. He sure looks spooked that she's here, though, doesn't he? Now, that scene in the barn with Roy and Dorothy. It's interesting because what she's saying is right. Like, he does have a view of the world. And because he has that view, and he sees that the world doesn't universally share that view, he's like, the world is wrong. Let's start our own militia group and make it the way I think it's supposed to have always been. Or something like that. Anyway, Lars. What you up to, dude?
Double shift.
No.
Just gotta change my top.
She's in the closet. Hello.
Hi. Move.
Nowhere better to hide, I guess.
You need to be gone when I get home. You know, I too would like a wife. I'd even settle for a husband.
Yeah.
Shame on you. Both of you.
Hey, she's not so... The other one's not so bad. She just got caught up in a situation. You know? Maybe she was a fan of his band. Maybe pretend to play along and then got him. How does Roy think this is going to work, by the way? He is married currently. Oh yeah, I forgot she smuggled that. Okay, yeah, it's a weapon. That's a weapon. Oh, it's a yeah. We can. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah. He says what we're thinking. Hey, fellas. Are they all the Roy Tillman guys? Is my theory correct?
Crowded up here, huh?
Roy Andrew Tillman, Roy Chester Tillman, and Roy
Floyd Tillman.
What the fuck is this? Who put you up to this?
Sheriff Tillman. How do you justify spending $500,000 on war-grade weapons and tactical gear? Does Stark County really need a tank?
Yeah, we do. Don't lose your cool, Roy.
Sheriff,
rein it in.
My first priority is the safety of the community.
Yeah.
Preparedness and defense.
That means preparedness and defense.
I'm sorry, fellas, I'm still talking here.
I'm still talking.
Oh, they've been prepped. They're making a mockery of you. He's gonna snap.
This is bullshit. Lady, I don't know what kind of deal you're running here, but this is a travesty. Come on, let's go.
It's disrespectful.
Let's get one with all the Tillmans together.
Oh no, that was a mistake. It would have been fine if you just walked out. All too easy. You still might win. You never know. Slow motion or not slow motion, Danish, you might still win. Back to your position. Hey, Gator. Do you want to do a good deed for once?
Shouldn't you be at the debate?
Just saying. When she was here originally, her and Gator were fine. She was very good to him. He came to her. Like, if the puppet show was to be believed. She was protective of him. And she sees he's on a dark path now, trying to emulate his father. But I don't know. There's only a few episodes. I'm not sure we can save Gator from himself. Or Munch.
Dad wanted me to hang back.
No?
Stay in the car, Gator.
What'd you tell the FBI? Those 2 agents at the hospital.
That is 1,000% on you. Because you're sloppy as shit.
Yeah, sloppy.
And that leaves folks asking questions. Why did your house burn down?
Yeah.
I never told anyone anything. Gator, I saw your mom.
What?
Linda. She's safe. She didn't want to leave you. He was gonna kill her.
Yeah.
So she had to go to save herself. I was bringing her back.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She got away, and she's safe, and I can take you there if you help me.
Is this gonna work? I mean...
You're such a liar.
I said, is this gonna work? But I have a different question now. Does Dorothy believe that, like, when she woke up from her accident with the truck and the car and the craziness, she asked if Linda was okay. Did she think that Linda had come with her from Camp Utopia into her car and they'd driven back to that truck stop, and that she was just waiting out in the car for her to leave, and then maybe she does believe, maybe there is a Camp Utopia, maybe Linda is there. That could be true. But what I'm saying is I'm not sure how much of this is a, hey, come on, Gator, get me out of here, a trick, and how much of it is genuine. You know? Because I still think she's dead. He found her, he killed her. I don't know. Maybe not. It's a toss-up for me on that. All I know is the last episode. I can't trust anything from that. Anyway, do you see how different Gator is in this scene from pretty much every other scene we've seen him in? He's kind of gentler and not such a hard ass.
You never told the truth on what's in your life.
I swear.
If she is alive, he hasn't seen her since, like, at
Did
least...
you ever wonder
at least
why
10
you're
years.
not named Roy? Huh?
Ooh.
Your name's supposed to be Roy. But your dad said he took one look at you in the hospital, and he knew you'd be a loser for life.
I don't believe that.
Said he'd rather have his name die out than have you carry it.
Wow.
Ask him.
Hope you die in here, Nadine. Never see your daughter again.
No, you don't.
Oh, that didn't work. Well, she got into his head a bit. He's flustered. He might ask his dad something he shouldn't. She knew exactly what to say to get into his head.
You need to drive away.
Not until I talk to Mrs. Lyon.
Jesus.
Next one goes in your head.
You need backup. Wow, he shut the car. You can't do that.
You see him again, you shoot on sight.
I know you got a tank and everything, but there's only so much you could do when the world is against you.
Fucking bitch.
You're a winner, Gator. Oh. How did we do that?
Just tell her it went well and I'm heading back now. What I saw, you couldn't get elected to lick the road clean.
We might, though.
Bye.
He's got pull. Hey, buddy.
Mr. Graves? Are you here for Mrs. Lyon? She's at the ranch. Roy Tillman, the sheriff,
He's got her.
he has her. And I don't think she wants to be there.
Tell Lorraine.
Whatever you're gonna do it fast.
What do you say?
Call your boss. Dude, make a call. You gotta. You gotta. He doesn't gotta. He's so pissed. He's gonna take it out on you.
Well, that was just awful. The way they were laughing at you.
Karen.
You can fix it, though.
Don't touch him.
Can't you see the man's upset?
He's upset.
Don't you see? This woman comes back after all these years, mocking your piety, the things that we believe, and rubbing her sins in our face. She's the albatross. It's not me.
What do you think, Roy? What do you think? I'm not sure he's going to take his current wife's side on anything. He's obsessed with Nadine. Although Lars would appreciate the albatross.
I'm falling. There's no escape. I can't wait.
This is a long shot. He's coming straight for her. Here we go. I guess the song explains his addiction to her.
What are you doing?
Nothing good. Oh, this is the warning at the start of the episode.
Don't make it worse. You want to go another round?
She's got a weapon here.
Let me go.
You're thinking you're just gonna stroll right out of here, huh?
Oh. Oh, now we're both free. Oh, this isn't going to be nice.
Forehead was written a name of mystery.
Roy.
Not now, brother. The lesson's almost taught.
Lawyer at the gate, Danish Graves.
Oh, Danish is here.
Wanting to see you.
I'll be right there.
Careful, Danish. He could just kill you here up here at the ranch. Bury the body.
Only one way you're getting out of here.
I will. I've done it before.
No. See, you've always been here, Nadine. It was the rest that was just a dream.
Wow.
I'll get away. Same as Linda.
You'll end up same as Linda. I'll bury you right next to her.
Oh. That's pretty much confirmation to me that he killed her. Hey, Lorraine, can you... Your man's up at the ranch on his own by himself for some reason.
Mrs. Lyon, I've been trying to reach you all day. I know where Dorothy is.
Where is she?
He took her back to his ranch.
Hey, come on.
Well, we're far away right now, aren't we? If this is just Danish by himself, this is not a good idea. I would advise against it. Why is everybody coming up here with no backup? That's Lorraine. He's just not taking... He's not calling her or taking her calls. What's his deal? Hey, that windmill. Remember in the last episode, she went and dug up that thing and saw the postcard, I'm sorry, all that stuff? Was that the same place? I don't know. Maybe that's where she's buried. Is what I'm saying. What you doing here, Graves?
Well, I'll get right to the point. Today was humiliating for you. You're gonna lose your election, Roy. Out of your grasp. You'll be lucky if you aren't charged with assault. I can fix it for you.
Deal, eh? Yeah, I was expecting this.
My client is prepared to deliver this election to you in exchange for the immediate return of her daughter-in-law. That's a good deal, Roy. It's smart.
He doesn't go by
Here's
what's
a question.
smart. He doesn't go by what's smart.
If you're so smart,
Yeah. Yeah.
And where are you so dead?
Yeah. Well, looks like we got another body to take care of. Gotta put him with the rest, you know? Wonder how many other bodies are here. Don't worry. Smarter help is coming. I still think even without help she would get out somehow. Even if she has to play a game she doesn't want to play. Let's talk about Danish Graves, shall we? May he rest in peace. What was he thinking? What were the writers thinking? I know he's confident. I know he goes into situations always thinking he's got the upper hand, he can negotiate. But it seems like they deliberately, I don't know, they undercut, they did him dirty, I think. That character. Having him, one, not call Lorraine. Two, not take a call from Lorraine. Like, he's suddenly just not doing that. I thought he had some secret master plan. 3, going to the ranch at night by himself. And after humiliating Roy, and then he admits to being the one who did that. Laid it out for Roy, you're going to lose the election, it's the worst thing ever. Like he's talking to him like he's the bad guy. All the time we're thinking, Roy's just gonna kill him. Like it's just that simple. He's just gonna kill him. It doesn't matter if it's the best deal in the world or the worst deal in the world. He's not the sort of guy who makes decisions, rational, strategic decisions when he's feeling emotionally charged. Even when he's not. So yeah, when he took out the gun, I was like, oh, maybe he won't shoot him because he's taken out the gun and shown him the gun. I thought he was just gonna, out of nowhere. But yeah, he just... So when Graves got shot and killed, I was like, yeah, that's... Of course. Anyone could see that coming, but apparently Graves couldn't, and I think does his character a disservice. I know it's a cool scene. It's for Dot as well as it is for anybody, because she gets to see him get buried. She's had some revelations in this episode. So yeah, I'll move on to her now, but just to say that it was cool, but it seemed out of character for him to kind of not go rogue, but he just made a sequence of decisions that I can't understand. Also, Mr. Trooperman, what's his name? He was playing a bit. He did get out of there in two occasions, but he needed backup. At the hospital, just leave. You see what's going on. You're outnumbered. Just get out of there and get backup. He did get out of there, and then he didn't get backup. Although he called Indira, and then he bumped into Graves. But then he went up to the ranch by himself, as if he could do something up there. I guess he didn't know what he was getting himself into, but he should know. Because they're the people who sent the guys who shot him just a few weeks ago. They hospitalized him, and he's going up there on his own. Hey, he got back to duty pretty quickly, didn't he? Anyway, on to Nadine Dorothy. She learned that the Linda she thought had survived, I thought something about her story just didn't make any sense to me. Thinking about Camp Utopia, like obviously everything didn't happen last episode, but more than that, I'm not sure how much of that place is even a place that exists at all. Even in you know, maybe you could have that place without the puppets and it would make more sense. Or maybe, you know, the name of the place is kind of weird as well. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, why did I ever even consider that would have been a real place that she went to after she ran away? But yeah, she genuinely thought in her brain, remember I paused it when she was talking to Gator, I was like, does she think is this just a ploy for her to get out, or does she really believe this? She really believed it. She thought that Linda had escaped and she was out there alive and well. And she genuinely thought she could take Gator to her. So, yeah, no. I like a lot of the dialogue in this episode. I like Roy telling her that she's always been here and everything else was a dream. You know, her life with Wayne and Scotty and all that stuff. That she never left this place. And in a way, that's true. In a mental, psychological way, that's true. She's always been tied to this place. Something at the back of her mind has always been tied to it. A fear. You know? I like Dorothy's scene with the Gator. It didn't end great, but he's better in her company. He's more normal, more human. And she got under his skin. But he is in a car with Munch. That's who that was, right? Rising from the back of the car. How did he get in there? He could have got in at any point. You know? It's not like Gator's 100%, you know, vigilant at all times. What happens with those two? Last thing we saw in this episode was just him in the back, Gator in the front. Something next episode. A showdown of sorts. Well, we started killing main characters now, so all bets are off. And there are only 2 episodes left. So any and all of the cast can die. I don't suspect we'll lose too many people, but a few. I wonder if Gator knows that his mother's dead. We only have Roy's word for that, by the way, that she is dead. We always have to we have to question ourselves on who said what and can we believe them. I do believe Roy. I believe Roy saying that she's dead more than I believe Dorothy saying that she's alive, based on what we know of them and how it was said and, you know, what we feel might have happened. But there's always a chance that that's not the case. No Wayne or Scotty in this episode, which is fair enough. They were front and center a little bit last time. Just seeing her take care of him and him healing slowly, hopefully. No feds in this one. They gotta come into it at some point. I like the idea of all the Roys. I wonder if, I don't think it's legal, or at least I've never heard of it. It would happen more often if people could just register under the same name as the person running for a position. I would imagine they wouldn't be allowed on the ballot. Or there would be huge pushback against it, because if one side allows it, then everything falls down. There's no end to it. You know, it would be a stupid loophole not to cover in some way. Yeah, we can research it between episodes. You know, I'm glad I thought of it though. I was like, why would 3 people want the same name? What are they doing here? But they were coached too, to just kind of repeat what he said and make fun of him. That would have been fine. All of that, if Roy wasn't so emotional in that scene, it would have been fine. If he just stormed out, sure, people would have been laughing. Maybe they would have had a different perception. Maybe he would have lost a few voters. But that wasn't the thing that lost him the voters. It was it was the punch with all the flashlights, with all the cameras. That's what got him. He's so used to doing it at home with no consequences. But yeah, consequences for that. And even after he did that, I was like, you know what? I'm not 100% sure he wouldn't still win. You know, because you got a few things. You got the people who secretly are like, yeah, you do that, Roy. Yeah, you don't take any shit, Roy. Those people, they would vote for him. 2, the people he's got under his thumb, the people who are afraid of him, still vote for him. 3, the people who don't even hear about this little meeting, don't see the pictures, they're just completely oblivious. You know, and they're like, well, things are going okay. I'll re-elect whoever's he's running again. Sure, I'll take the box. 4, anyone named Roy, they're like, yeah, Roy. He's my guy. He's got a good, strong name. 5, anyone who doesn't like his opponent. For whatever reason. You know? The anti-vote crowd that would transfer to him. So yeah, it looks like you would think that something like that would completely derail an election. But maybe I've become cynical to what kind of things can derail an election over the years. You know what I mean? So yeah. I think that's everything I want to say about this one. I love the shot. Let's not forget this. The long walking shot following Roy from the car to the barn. There was a couple of cuts away, but there was enough long extended to really, it really gave it a mood. It was a good choice to include it. Because your mind is racing. You know, he's going to take out his frustration on her. If I was the wife in that car in that situation, don't say anything. She pointed him. Maybe she was thinking he's going to take it out on me. I need to, and the kids, I need to point him at her. In whatever way I can, I'm just going to point him at her. And to be fair to her, what she said was okay. It wasn't crazy stuff. It was, you know, it was kind of inflating his ego and saying that, you know, look, this new one, this old wife of yours is infecting everything with her sin, you know. She did okay. Anyway, yeah, great scene of him walking. And that's it. That's it. Let's check the title of the next episode. What does blanket mean? You leave your theory in the comments. Did I miss something? What does blanket mean to you? We've got The Useless Hand next week and Bisquick the week after. Okay. Come back for that. Thanks for joining me. Pleasure as always. Enjoy this one. It's pretty tense. With the warning right at the start of the episode, I was expecting a lot worse, you know. I thought the pictures that Lorraine got at the end of 2 episodes ago, those were horrific looking. I was expecting something like that. I was like, whoa, whoa. But in the end, it was more of a fight between both of them, which I'm not saying it's good, but it was okay, you know. It was fine. And yeah, she'll get out of there. She'll kill you. She'll die. You'll die, you know. If nobody came for her, she'd take someone down with her, probably. And, yeah. She'll be fine. She'll get back to Scotty and Wayne. Don't you worry about it. I've seen TV. Right. See you next week.